Good evening. It's Brian Paragamian, Senior Trader and Co-Founder of ProfessionalStockTraderLive.com, bringing you Thursday evening's technical analysis video update for February 26th. And what a crazy session again on Wall Street. Every single day seems to be a surprise. Today we traded up as high as 140 points. We gapped open on the Dow. We traded up to a little over 7,400, almost getting towards my 74.49 minimum expectation. We didn't quite make it, and it's a little worrisome that we continue to fail up in that 7,400, 74.40 area, and we don't even quite get up there. And it starts becoming a little concerning here. The Dow again closing down 88 points on the day. Dell came out with earnings after the close. They were a shamble. So things do not appear to be improving at all. And while we did think the market would rally, and it did rally, we now are becoming more and more pessimistic because we are not getting any real lift up in the market from still being oversold readings. We still are on a buy signal based on stochastics. As you can see here, the green line or the orange line is still up, trading over the gray line here barely, but I don't know. I'm getting a little more concerned here that the market is not able to put together any real rally. And if we start taking out the lows of 71.05, I think we really need to be concerned. As you can see here, if we go ahead and extend this chart here, this downtrend line, you can see that we busted out above it again today, as we did yesterday, but both days we closed below it. So that's not a good thing. And if we start taking out 71.05, look out before and get your hard hat on. I think we're heading sub 7,000. I still am trying to stay optimistic here on the short term that we can get some rally activity, but boy, it's more and more looking like the 74, 74.50 area is acting as resistance. And so we're stuck in a trading range between 71.05 and 7400, let's call it. And whichever way we break out of it, I think we're going to have another sizable move, believe it or not. Even though the banks acted well today, the rest of the stock market just does not act well, and I think we need to be on alert for a potential move below 7,000 here in the coming days. Again, if that happens, we're going to put ourselves in a position again where we're going to be oversold. We were at a minus 196 going into today on the McClellan oscillator reading. We were at minus 197 after yesterday's activity. So we had a 1 point change, and usually a 1 point change indicates you're going to have a move in the same direction of 2 or 3%. Well, we did have an intraday move of 2% to the upside. So does that qualify as that signal working? I don't know. Stay tuned. We'll have to see. But what we are pleased to say is that even though the stock market had some difficulties here today, at the end of the day, we took profits on DDM. We closed it out at the close of market here at 21.33, netted 29 cents on the trade. On Goldman Sachs options, we were along the October. We all probably wish it was October and the market was a lot higher, don't we? We closed out the March 80 calls at $16 today. They closed at $15, but we closed them out for a $5.80 gain. And also we closed out some RIM, Research in Motion. We closed that out early on in the session at 42, traded as high as 42.16. You can see it closed at 39.54. We were long from 39.50, so we netted a $2.50 gain there. All in all, we closed out 3 positions for an $8.59 gain. So pat yourselves on the back for those of you that followed right along. Looking at what we might be doing tomorrow from a few trading perspectives is we're going to look at quite potentially getting long as we switch charts here, Visa into any early morning weakness, and we're going to play for this stock breaking out to the upside. Despite the market being real jittery, this stock acted absolutely great today, closing up, as you can see here, 64 cents. I'll go ahead right here and show you MasterCard closed down $6.87. Its counterpart, Visa, closed up on the day. Now, Visa is ready to break out of a, 8-month downtrend here going back to last June, and also it's got some overhead resistance coming in kind of in the same area. So if this stock starts really taking out this let's call it this 56.5, 57 area, we think the stock is positioned and ready to move to the upside. So this is one we have on our long side radar from a trading perspective, only from a trading perspective. Another set of stocks that we think can be probably traded from the long side is actually the gold stocks. And I know I've been a bear on gold here on the short term, but I think I'm changing my tune just a little bit. As you can see here, longer term out, if we start breaking 925, 930, you can see that you've got some key areas that acted as resistance, and now it should act as support. So today we traded down towards the 932.30 low. We actually broke the 20-day moving average, which comes in here on the blue line, and we closed back above it. So that's one positive thing about gold. The other thing is that the market sold off, so money started moving back into gold. I think there's still a lot of uncertainty of what's taking place with the bailout package, the stimulus package. Every time someone from Washington speaks, the market tanks. The same thing happened again here. The market tanked. Too much uncertainty, still not enough clarity. So I think we're going to have a gravitation back towards gold here. And because of that, I'm going to look to get long some gold stocks in the morning if we're afforded that opportunity. Today, you see gold, even though it closed down over $20 an ounce, you see Royal Gold here on the left chart here, closed up 91 cents. You see AEM closed down only 46 cents. Royal Gold is a stock that acted great today. I did not get long it today. I probably should have, but I didn't. You can see 40 has been a number that it's proven to be resistance, now again support, off and on, support again, resistance, resistance. You can now see we're back down to 40. It closed back up over 40. I like how it acted. I like how the gold stocks acted in general. They closed up on the day. AEM is one of the leaders, though, that I do like and follow. It closed down 46 cents. If afforded the opportunity, I will get long AEM into early morning weakness on the gold stocks. I don't have a whole lot else to say other than let's cross our fingers that the market stabilizes in here and we rally from this oversold situation, because if we start to break below 71.05, could we have a crash even from these levels? I'm certainly not forecasting, but remember, I've said this before, all crashes occur from oversold states. And we've already obviously had a crash since we had a high of over 14,000 on the Dow. We're sitting here now basically at 7,000. But I just want to point that out. But again, for those of us, we don't care so much from that standpoint, because a lot of us are strictly traders, and we had a great set of trades that we got out of here in today's trading activity on our swing trades. We netted some beautiful profits. So if you're not getting in on these swing trades, then why don't you give me a call, and I can go ahead and kind of walk you through how we're doing this and why we're doing this here, and make you feel a little more comfortable as to what we're doing. But again, be on the lookout for a potential break below 71.05, and if that occurs, put your hard hats on, because we're headed into some more trouble. Tomorrow's the last day of the month for February, so it could be a rather volatile session. So put your hard hats on even tomorrow, and put your seatbelt on, because this whipsaw activity is probably going to happen until we get some more clarity from Washington. Stay tuned. Thanks for listening in. We'll see you in the morning around 8:15 for our live webcast.